Well, I'm back. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded the video, but hey, I'm back in business, and I'm probably not going to continue like this because, well, school stuff. Anyways, today I'm going to be ranking areas in JToH. This is one of the most unique videos I've ever uploaded to my channel because I've not seen a single copy of this video ever on the YouTube platform. Before we get into this video, I just wanted to say that this is obviously my opinion, and also, feel free to harass me. I don't care. But don't harass the people that I mentioned apart from me in this video. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I will be not including Pit of Misery and Event Realm, for obvious reasons. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the first area. I mean my least favorite area, yeah. Alright. I have one question to ask for all of the developers who made Ring 6. What was on your mind of thinking first making a pollution theme ring, which is already like, what the hell? And why do all the towers suck in this ring? I mean, we got great rings before that, like Ring 5, Ring 4, but then just throw this, and this. Like, what the hell? I honestly don't understand how this ring managed to be extremely just, like, garbage. It's just, I don't know, it's like the worst of the rings. Honestly, this is a shame to all the people that are first impressioning this ring for the first time. I mean, what the heck? Alright, for all the 8-year-olds finding this subrealm for the first time thinking, oh, this doesn't look that bad, instantly regrets. I mean, sure, the steeples, designs, and the entire lobby looks very cool, like Ring 6, but when you look at the steeples up closer, you realize that they missed the most important part about making a tower. That is gameplay. I don't know who playtested and think, yeah, it would be a great idea to put this in this game. It's just gonna be the perfect subrealm. No! Literally almost every single steeple in this area has design prioritized over gameplay. First of all, imagine they get through the whitelist, which is kind of surprising, and then getting into the game, which is even more surprising, with even Jukes accepting this, and Gamma. And literally every single developer accepting this in the game is absolutely, exponentially crazy. Okay, this might be kind of an unpopular opinion, but Arcane area sucks. In fact, I'm just not a big fan of it. The steeples are obviously sort of better in terms of gameplay than Paradise at all. Obviously, design doesn't count on that. When I went through all my experience on every single steeple, it was just like, yeah, I didn't feel fun. It's supposed to be a subrealm. Subrealms are meant to be fun, right? Or I'm just being mistaken on. The tower also doesn't look as good because I haven't played it yet, but like, it's just, everything about this subrealm is just below average. But I'm not saying a huge roast on this, like putting on full-on bars on these areas, because obviously it's better than Ring 6 and in Paradise at all, but like, yeah, Arcane Arena is just vague and I don't really like it. Alright, imagine this, portrait this. You are a new player in the game, okay? You've just unlocked Ring 2, and you get into it. What is your first impressions? They're kinda bad, because Ring 2 is kinda bad. I mean, first of all, let's talk about the lobby. It's literally Ring 1, but more worse, because it's like more emptier. And, well, the towers are bad. This puts up a terrible impression into what the future rings are going to be on, which is absolutely not true at all, because the later rings are extremely good. Well, except some of them. But keep in mind that back in the days, Tower Phone Snapping and Tower Big Hole didn't exist. You just start with, ugh. I mean, it's a good thing that Tower Phone Snapping and Tower Big Hole have been added to the game, but like, it's just not enough. Ring 2 just feels very empty, kind of like Arcane Arena, but not as much, because the towers, well, obviously don't give a first good impression. They actually give an opposite, first bad impression, if you know what I mean. And I don't really like this type of thing. So, to be honest with y'all, this is probably one of the worst first impressions that you can ever get into while advancing through your Great Inferno journey. Okay, this is probably the most hottest take I've gotten in this channel, even though I haven't uploaded a lot in this channel. But Zone 5 sucks. I mean, not it sucks like actually like bad, but like it's a little bit of a problem is that all the towers are just, yeah, it's just towers. There's not some that are bad. There's not some that are big. I mean, good. I don't know. I can't find my words, but Zone 5 just is not a Zone 5 that I just wanted to know about. I mean, first, what do? They just cut the moon in half, put nature in it, and put a bunch of random towers that do not fit the theme at all. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of this place because, first of all, we're in space. How is there, like, biodiversity in this place? Like, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. And, well, the towers, as I said, are not so special. I do not find anything that special about the towers, and that's kind of something that is a problem about this. I do not find any reasons of why this zone is actually good, but also bad. So I don't know how do people manage to find this zone as being actually good. I just do not find this zone being actually good, so yeah. Alright, Ring 3 is the next ring in, well, the Great Inferno. Now, to be honest with y'all, it gives up, obviously, a better impression, but it's not the best, because Ring 3 is a break ring, but the towers also kind of suck. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about this ring, nothing else. I mean, there's Cohad, but like, are you really gonna do Cohad right after you get into Ring 3 while not even completing a challenging tower yet? No, that's like what I'm saying. No good and special towers about this area. Zone 4 is same thing in Zone 5, but not as much. The towers are actually fine to me. I feel like the towers are very good. The only thing is that the area, the lobby, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. I mean, first of all, like, the tower placements, they're just in a circle around the lobby. That does make zero creativity points for that. I mean, where's the creativity? And well, yes, the towers are good. They're just, well, not too special, just like Zone 5. Just obviously a little bit more special than Zone 5, but not as much compared to the other areas that I'm going to be talking about. Guess what? Here's our third subrealms, because Forgotten Ridge. Yep, I bet you forgot about this one. Honestly, I'm actually kind of a big fan of it. I mean, not a big fan, obviously. What am I talking about? I can't even talk. I'm a solid, decent fan about this subrealm, because honestly, it's a very good subrealm to, you know, just start off your journey and you maybe, well, getting more smooth progression. That's basically the entire point of this area. And I like how it gives you a little bit of nostalgia on it, but honestly, the only reason is because compared to the other areas that's going to be in this list, well, it's not that just big of a deal. I mean, some of the towers are good, some of the towers are bad. It's just kind of a mix between them. And honestly, I just don't find any reasons with this place. Ring 7 is sort of forgotten. I don't know. I don't really know what to talk and say about this place. Honestly, I feel like the atmosphere is kind of disgusting, kind of like Ring 6. And well, the towers are just kind of the same thing as Forgotten Ridge, just more exaggerated, if you know what I mean. There's no that much of bad towers. They're still kind of bad. And there's like a bunch of good towers. But there's nothing else to talk about this ring, so yeah. Okay, Zone 1, it's cool now. We got towers here and there, we got a citadel, we got rocks, but I don't have anything to say about this zone. It's a pretty good beginner zone if you would ask me, and well, there are some towers that are questionable, but for the most part, it's a very good ring. But honestly, I'm very neutral to it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so the zone after this is honestly kind of better. Citadel green stuff, it's good. citadel of actually most of the towers in this place are good. And I actually like the lobby. It's just a little bit too big for me, but it's good. It's just an overall decent, solid area, to be honest with you. Ring 8 is probably where the modern era starts to rise in JToH, and honestly, it makes it very good. The lobby actually is extremely good. I like the cave, the gloomy vibe about this place, and like the lava cave. It's just overall a solid area. There's just a couple or just bad towers, like the towers somewhat simple scaling, but like we don't talk about that. And the rest of the towers are actually kind of good. Yeah, it's a very cool ring, and this is where I start to compliment some of the towers, their areas. So that's good. Yeah. Well, but you didn't see that coming, because Lost River, one of the most recent areas released in JToH, is only top 11. It didn't even make it into the top 10, which is kind of sad. Why? Well, pretty sure it's sort of a problem with the towers, honestly. I get the fact that Lost River wanted to go for more simple, classic towers, but they're not just that, like, memorable, if you know what I mean. I don't find them that, well, more shining about the other towers or in the other areas, and that's what makes the area kind of lost, you know, because it's Lost River. Get it? The area is fine and all. I mean, it's actually a very good lobby, but the only thing is that the towers just, it's not that much of a memorable area, if you know what I mean. I still did put it that high because, I mean, it's Lost River. It doesn't like Lost River. But honestly, it's just like, it's a one thing. It's like you just do one video about it and then everyone forgets about it. That's literally the entire thing. Ring 5. Ring 5 is good. I like the towers in Ring 5. I like the music. I like the vibe on it. It's just the fact that they try to portray a city right before the abyss. I don't really get this place, to be honest with you. I really like the vibe it gives us, and the towers are actually very good for the most part, obviously. To be honest with you, it's a very solid area, and I actually really liked it. Ring 4, the area that is just right before, is actually very good. I really enjoyed playing through the towers, and the towers obviously are very good. The lobby is cool with the caves and stuff. I just really liked this area. It's just very good. Alright, Zone 8, the latest zone. It's a zone that is zony, okay? A lot of people are very controversial about this zone because it doesn't really portray Pluto, and the towers are kind of like Zone 5, as I said. Like, there's not good towers, there's not bad towers. But honestly, I find it pretty good. I really enjoy this zone. I really like the atmosphere and the scenery. It just looks very cool, and I like it. So I don't know why people are so hateful about this. I mean, obviously I understand what they try to tell, but like, I feel like they're kind of abusive on that. I don't know. Well, there it is, the OG first ring of the game. It's very good. It's a pretty good introduction. I like the towers here. They're just solid, fun. Well, for the most part. Citadel is good. The lobby is good. Everything just has the classic vibe. It's a very good ring. And yeah, it introduces you well to new players. So I guess that's good. That's the most important part about a game, huh? Right? Okay. Zone 3 is, to me, is an underrated zone. I really enjoy this zone because, like, the way it has been, the towers are just paged. Wait, no, that's not a word. Okay, forget what I said. I really like how the towers are scattered out. That's what I like to say. And I like how there's a second part to it, like, where there's a little teaser of where you're gonna go, like, to space and stuff. It really feels like there's way more towers than the usual area, or the usual zone. I really like it. The towers are also very fun and stuff like that, so, yeah, that's just good. Alright, the Treachery Ring 9. Honestly, this is probably one of the best updates we've gotten in JToH. Ring 9's release. This could not be better. Ring 9 was portrayed extremely well with the treachery vibe, the mountain trees, the castle, the towers. I like how they just literally made almost all the towers in this area soul crushing difficulty, and it's a great place to progress through your soul crushing journey, and even more so journey, who knows, or even intense journey, who knows. Wait, no, you can't go in Ring 9 without a Remorseless Tower, never mind. But honestly, it's just a very good and solid ring to just end up like the Green Inferno journey, but it's not over yet, because we still have Ring 10, that has still not released yet, for whatever reasons. Actually, I'm kind of confused why. Silent Abyss. Silent Abyss. Silent Abyss! Yes! Our favorite area. This was the latest area that was added to JToH, apart from the Halloween event and maybe the Christmas event. But honestly, I'm very neutral to this place. I mean, sure, it is the latest area, so obviously it is very good, and it is very good. We got good steeples, good towers, all of them are actually just all good. There's no downsides to it, and it's a pretty fun area. I like the lobby as well, and then, well, basically the entire thing, I just really like everything about it. But we still have a couple more to go. So let's get into the top 3. Wow, that sounded so dramatic. Okay, let's get into it. Zone 7. Zone 7. Honestly, when I first went to Zone 7 for the first time, I was like, yeah, that's just not looking kinda cool. I mean, we got a bunch of towers floating everywhere. But that's the point, because it's the asteroid belt. Did I say it right? I don't think so. Honestly, the reason why it's better than Zone 8 is, first of all, the towers are actually pretty much better, I feel like. And, well, I just had a better experience with this zone, and I feel like a lot of people did. Honestly, these are one of the zones also that are kind of forgettable. Honestly, this zone, well, it's kind of forgettable, so yeah, but it's overall still a very good zone for me. Well, guess you got the top 2 and the top 1 at the same time, because Zone 6 is my next pick. Why Zone 6 specifically? Well, Zone 6 is probably unastoundably incredible. I just love the scenery, like the towers are all good, the atmosphere, it's just everything is good about this place. Honestly, I really like the zones where they're like an open world where you can walk like everywhere, and it's just something that I like a lot about these zones. And I wish zones would be just like this, where you could just walk freely around the place, look at the towers, placements. The towers are extremely good as well. It's just amazing. Well, you got your top 1 answer, because Garden Division is my favorite area in JToH. Now there's a reason why, because first of all, Garden Division doesn't introduce hard towers, which is already advantageous, but all the towers for like, maybe like the first time in JToH history, were like the best, had literally 0 towers that I didn't have fun on. All the towers are just great to fun, this great in all cases, the steeples are great, the lobby is amazing, and well, even though it takes a little bit of a while to get to Garden Division, it's extremely worth it. I mean, imagine finding this as a new player in Ring like 2, and you just find Garden Division. It's gonna be a huge skill booster. It's just such a fun place to be on, and I just really like this. There's a reason why this is my favorite area in JToH. Okay, well, that's gonna conclude the video. Sorry if this video was kind of weird, but like, yeah, so, yeah. Sorry if I was a little vague on some of my commentaries. I didn't really feel like saying a lot, but I just wanted to say things, and yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. Peace.